So what do we see up here on our writing chart this morning?
Schema.
A schema
Map.
A schema map. And what is schema?
Something you already know.
What we already know. So what are we learning about for the next 2 weeks?
Weather.
Weather. So let's talk about some schema that you have for weather. So what do we know about the weather? Annalicia?
It's stormy.
So the weather can be
Stormy.
weather can be stormy. Alright, so we're going to put that right here with our schema. Because that's something Annalicia already knows. Antonio?
Tornado.
So
I said tornado.
there can be tornadoes.
Shark.
Lamia? Sharks? Have you been watching Sharknado? Are there really sharks and tornadoes?
No.
Probably not. Can we put that under our misconceptions?
Sunny. Yeah.
Weather can be sunny.
I know what can be weather too. Maybe dough.
Romy, thank you for raising your hand.
Dough.
So the weather can be snowy.
I like dough.
Jamie.
Hurricanes.
So there can be hurricanes, our type of weather. Hurricanes. Leah.
Sun.
Got sunny. Right. Caitlin.
Rain.
The weather
Can
can be rainy. Got lots of hands up. That's good. That means we have lots of schema. Cortland. Weather can be stormy. Nicholas.
Cloudy. Whisper. I will be 6 on my birthday.
Weather can be cloudy. So if the weather is cloudy, what do we know about the weather? If it's cloudy, what are you going to see?
Clouds.
Clouds.
Every day on the
Annalicia? Jamie, what are you going to say about clouds?
thunderstorms. Something they know it.
Thunderstorms.
A volcano.
Lamia?
Rain.
We said rainy. Yep, weather can be rainy. Very good. Leah?
Wind.
Wind.
Wind. That scare me. Wind don't scare you.
Weather can be windy. Annalicia?
Only if it's a tornado.
The weather can be icy. You guys have lots of great schema about weather. Alright. Weather can be icy. Anything else about weather?
Rain.
I think we said rainy. Weather can be rainy. Carrie? Think of anything else? Can we get snowy? Yeah, weather can be snowy. Anything else?
No. Cold.
What's the weather in the summer?
Spring.
What's the weather in the spring?
The water can float. Fall.
What's the weather in the fall?
Falling.
But what is it? What's the weather? It can be hot. When is it hot?
Summer.
Hot in the summer.
I cold. I got one.
Romy?
I cold. How about?
Hold on. Wait till Annalisa is ready.
How about? Will you? Meteor shower? Well.
Alright.
Is there a thunder?
Okay. So the weather tells us if we can play outside.
Yeah, but
All right.
there will be tornado.
There could be a tornado. Alright, so we already had one misconception today.
Tornado.
Are there sharks in tornadoes?
No.
No, there are no sharks in tornadoes.
What's the nail cousin waddle and then sharks get inside the tornado and sharks can be flying everywhere?
Alright, very good.
That happens.
So there are no sharks in tornadoes. Excellent job. So we already know lots and lots about weather. So we're going to spend the next 2 weeks learning all kinds of stuff about weather. All right? And what are we going to do right now to learn about weather?
Read a book.
Read a book.
About weather.
About weather. What kind of book do you think we're going to read? Fiction or nonfiction?
Nonfiction.
Nonfiction. And what is a nonfiction book?
A real one.
It's real and it gives us
Information.
information. All right. What do we see on the front cover?
Storm.
Weather, a storm,
Tornado.
a tornado.
Storm.
And clouds.
There's some clouds. What's this part of the book?
Fine. Back cover. Front cover.
What's this?
Title.
Weather, written by Robin Sopraner. So Robin Sopraner is the,
Illustrator.
let's try that again. Written by Robin Sopraner. So Robin Sopraner is the author. And what does the author do?
Write the words.
Illustrated by Courtney Studio and Dennis Davidson. So Courtney and Dennis are the,
Illustrator.
and what does the illustrator do?
Write the pictures.
Write the pictures. All right. So what do you think our book is going to be all about?
Weather.
Weather. Right.
Sunny.
When you wake up in the morning, do you look out the window to see what kind of day it's going to be? Do you look up at the sky and wonder about the weather? Do you ever look at the sky and wonder about the weather?
No.
Never?
No.
I
All right. Some days are rainy. Some days are cloudy and chilly. What does chilly mean?
Cold.
Cold.
Really cold.
Does chilly mean really cold or just a little cold?
A little.
A little bit cold. And on some days,
Snow.
big flakes of snow come tumbling out of the sky.
Sundays.
Each day brings a different kind of weather. Is the weather the same every day?
No.
Nope, it changes,
I want a
doesn't it?
snowflake.
The air,
Yeah, but last week it was snowy every day.
it was. Each day, are you okay? Each day brings a different kind of weather. The air all around you is part of the weather. Is the air calm or windy?
Just don't go away.
Is it wet or dry? Clear or cloudy? Hot or cold? All of these conditions make up the day's weather.
Just don't go away. You get in there.
Did our snow go away?
Yeah.
Is there any snow left outside?
No.
Nope. So does snow go away?
Yes.
Yes.
It's because the sun.
It's because of the sun. Everywhere in the world, different kinds of weather are taking place. Somewhere, people are sunbathing. So if they're sunbathing, what does it need to be?
Storm. Cold. What is cold?
What does sunbathing mean?
Sun.
Sun. If you're going to be out in the sun getting a suntan, it needs to be
Sunny.
sunny and
Cold.
Hot.
hot. You don't want to be out in your bathing suit if it's cold, do you?
No.
Somewhere else, a storm is raging. Thunder, rumbles, and lightning seems to crack the sky. But what makes the rain? What makes the snow? What makes different kinds of weather?
Sure.
Nature. Okay, that's a very good thought up to your mind.
Yeah.
All of our weather begins with the
Sun.
sun. The sun gives us heat. So what does the sun give us?
Heat.
Sunshine warms everything it touches. So the first thing we need for weather is
Sun.
the sun. And what does the sun give us?
Sunny.
Heat. It does heat. You can feel the heat on a sunny day at the beach. On a hot day, you can feel the heat when you go down the slide after it has been baking in the sun. So if it's really hot and sunny and you go down the slide, what does it feel like?
Hot.
It's hot. The slide.
It's really
What
hot.
makes the slide get hot?
The
The sun.
If the day's super
You
hot,
won't get that hot.
don't go on slide if the day's super hot.
When the sun shines, something else happens. Lakes, rivers, and oceans grow warmer. So lakes, rivers, and oceans get warmer. And what's making them get warmer?
The sun.
The sun.
And they,
A wet towel left stretched out in the sunshine will dry. Puddles dry up. Nicholas, the water seems to disappear. Does the water really
I
disappear?
knew that.
Let's see where it goes.
But
What's happening?
the water.
The warm water is changing into water vapor. So the sun warms the water and turns it into
Water vapor.
water vapor.
And then
This is called evaporation. Say that big word.
evaporation.
Evaporation. So when that water gets warm, it turns into
Evaporation.
water
Water.
vapor.
Vapor.
What does it turn into?
Water vapor.
Water vapor.
And then
The hotter the sun is, the faster the water evaporates. It doesn't really disappear. It becomes part of the air.
and
So the sun heats the water turns into water vapor and goes into the air.
And become a cloud.
It can
and then drop, and the cloud drops the way down.
Very good.
It goes around, up and down, up and down.
Very good, dear Maud.
The water circle.
Alright, so the warm air and the water vapor rise into the sky where the air is cool. So all of this water vapor moving causes
Cool.
it
And it's all
causes it to be
cloud.
windy. 'Cause all of that gas is moving causes wind.
Like
Okay.
All the wall comes together with a cloud.
I'm going to wait till you're ready.
Like sometimes.
I'm waiting till we're ready. Remember when Mr. Greg is reading, what should we be doing?
Listening.
Listening. Alright? As the warm air rises, something important happens. The water vapor, so millions and millions of those water droplets got together and they formed what? Clouds. And then those water droplets get too heavy and they fall out of the clouds and we have
Rain.
rain. Very good. Sometimes we have light rain. Sometimes the rain comes pouring down.
You got an umbrella?
Why do you think they have umbrellas now?
It's
Raining. Sometimes high up in the air, the water vapor gets so cold that it freezes into beautiful frosty crystals. The crystals are called
Snowflake.
snowflakes.
I want to make one. You can.
Did you ever see a ball of ice fall out of the sky?
That's called hail.
That is called hail. All right, it's called a hailstone. So sometimes when we have a thunderstorm, we can get
I see a lot of.
a hailstorm. What is hailstones made out of?
Ice.
Ice. They're ice. All right. Some clouds do not form in the sky. They form closer to the earth. Then everything looks gray. Sometimes it's hard to see things that are right in front of you. When this happens, we have
Fog.
fog. So the clouds that are really close to the earth are called fog. All right. Have you ever been outside in the morning in the grass and it's a little wet?
Yes.
Yeah. What, but did it rain?
No.
No. Some days, early in the morning, the water vapor cools very close to the ground. Then the grass is covered with tiny drops of water. When this happens, we have dew. So what is it called? Dew. So when there are little drops of water on the grass, it's called dew.
And Mountain Dew.
Okay. No, spelled the same way, but a different kind of dew. Who tells us the weather?
The news.
Okay, what's the news? There's somebody on the news.
The stormy.
Okay, the storm man. All right. Anybody know what that person is called?
The weatherman.
The weatherman, but he has a very special name. Let me read it.
The forecaster.
He is a forecaster. What is he forecasting?
The weather.
The weather. All right. Meteorologist. Say that with me. Meteorologist. Say that again.
Meteorologist.
Meteorologists work together using weather stations. And what do they tell us?
Weather.
So a meteorologist is somebody who studies the weather. What do they use to help us know the weather? Do they have special tools?
Yes.
Yeah, they might use computers. Anybody know what this is called? A thermometer. What does the thermometer tell us?
How cold or hot it is.
Okay. What is this thing called?
Wind.
A wind,
Mill.
not a windmill, a wind vane or a weather vane. What is this called?
A wind vane.
What does it tell us?
Where to go? Where the air is going.
Where the wind is blowing. Very good. You might know what this is? What kind of balloon?
Parachute.
No? What are we?
Happen.
You said it, Caitlin.
A parachute.
No. What are we studying?
Wind.
What are we studying?
Weather.
What?
Weather.
So what kind of balloon is this?
Weather balloon.
A weather balloon. So the weather balloons go up in the sky and gives the meteorologist information. And he puts that information into his
Computer.
and then he's able to tell us what the weather is or might be.
I saw him at this church.
Very good.
I saw him at this church.
So what's the first thing we need for our weather?
Sunny.
The sun. And what does the sun give us?
Hot air.
Heat. So the sun gives us
Heat.
And what does that heat do to the water?
Make it evaporate.
Evaporate into water vapor. Where does the water vapor go?
Into the sky.
Does it really disappear? No. Where does it go?
In the sky.
And all of that movement can sometimes cause wind. Then the water vapor gets into the sky where it's cool and what starts to form?
Clouds.
What forms first?
Raining.
No.
Sunny. Droplets.
Droplets of
Water.
water. Then those droplets start to get together and they turn into what, Romy?
Clouds.
Clouds. All right. And then those millions and millions and millions of water droplets get together and what happens to the clouds?
They get heavy.
They get heavy
And they turn black.
They can turn black or gray.
And take all.
and then what happens?
They turn black. They drop rain.
It rains. And where does the rain go?
Down back in the water.
Back to the
Oh.
earth. And then it starts all over again. And the sun does what to the water?
Evaporate again.
Causes it to evaporate. Where does it go?
Up into the sky.
And turns into
Water.
clouds. The clouds get heavy and full.
Rain.
It rains. And where does the rain go? Back to the earth. And what's going to happen again? It's going to keep going.
It's going to start over and over.
And we've talked about this before. Something that keeps going and going and going is called
The water cycle.
a cycle.
Cycle.
And this is the,
Water cycle.
why is it called the water cycle?
Because the water.
Because of the water. And the water cycle gives us,
Weather.
helps give us our weather.
I was doing.
All right.
I was doing the shoe cycle.
So do we have any new learning?
No. Yes.
Well, I know we had to learn one thing, that what do we need for our weather?
Sun.
The sun.
It's raining.
So the sun, what does the sun do?
Make it hot.
The
Give you heat. And then his hair.
sun gives us
Heat.
heat. So we already have some new learning. Very good. Give yourselves a cheese grater.
Great.
Very good. And what's next? Hippopotamuses.